Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 7th episode of the 3rd season of Non Non Biyori Non-Stop. Now, last episode was a pretty fun one. We had like a camping trip, and we had some horror movie kind of stuff. You know, the girl, long hair, like crawling on the ground. I bumped my pop filter. You know, some blood, quote unquote, like looking pretty scary. Komari got pretty scared at some point. I would say I got pretty scared at some points because I'm a big baby when it comes to horror. Even like kind of parody sort of horror like we got here doesn't really matter. Now we also got homework. You know, some people thought it'd be a good idea to boycott homework, and those people at some point realized it probably wasn't the best idea after all. So it was a lot of fun. Just in general, I'm really enjoying this 3rd season. It's great to have it back. It's great to enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying it too. I imagine you are if you've come this far. So let's get into it. Have some more fun together. 3, 2, 1, play. And we are at school, it looks like. Parents' Day, okay. I'm sure you're one of the better students, Hotaru. It's a good point. Oh yeah, Kaede, that'd be cool. I think she would. She showed up for that one thing we did, right? The open house or whatever? Whatever the episode was. The awkward silence. I mean... not to me. She's not the best student in that school, let's just say that. I'm just imagining in my head right now Natsume's mother at the school, seeing how well Natsumi does. It's a pretty funny mental image. We're like more than halfway done with this since we're on episode 7. So it's kind of slowly starting to sink in that it's gonna end eventually. This is like what I look forward to the most anime-wise in the week, so I really don't want it to end. But you still have a few episodes left. I'm gonna try not to think about that too much. It was a thrilling autumn, huh? Wow, right where we left off. I like to imagine she was doing that the entire OP. Because she knows how it will go. I knew what she was thinking. Renge's a good student. She's fine. Do your best, everyone. I guess she has reason to be nervous too. Regrets all around. Yeah, you should just cheat. What a great idea. This is not the morally correct answer to this problem. Even Renge. Everyone, that same look. Want to rethink that? Yeah, well, she rethought it. Yeah, read that book if there's no tomorrow. Yeah, now I'm a little bit nervous how this is gonna go. We did bring Kaede, she came. Yeah, we really do appreciate it. The most expensive thing, please. Yeah, she's here too. Hopefully that paid off. Well, there were 300 of her. Sure. Hello. She has arrived. It's great to have you here, Yukiko. I actually don't remember her name, but they've said it enough that it's kind of starting to sink in. It's a cute name too, Yukiko, like Snow Child. I don't know if that's actually the kanji it's written with, but I like to imagine it is. Don't mind me, I was gonna borrow your daughter real quick. I had a feeling. I mean, cramming's not a good idea because of that. Like, cramming's not all that effective. Man, could you imagine trying to do class stuff as your parent is just behind you the whole time, watching? New Japanese elementary. Oh, Hotaru. You're the best, as always. Like, praise me, mom. Not Natsumi. What's your best subject? None of them. Man, we've had a lot of dead eyes this episode. Yeah, you should be able to do that. 9 times 9 is 81. 2 times 2 is 4. 5 times 5 is 25. There's really not a whole lot of options. $24. Wow, I hope you feel bad, not to me. She got it. It's like, you remind me to Renga. Nice assist. I was about to say I'm afraid to look. Maybe we could, you know, do some basic kanji. It's what I would have said. I don't know. Wakaranai? Wakarimasen? Shiranai? I don't know. The irony. Oh, yeah, it's actually not too bad. I'm a little bit afraid of why. Because she hasn't been doing well. You know, at first I thought she was gonna take out a katana. Hey, we could catch that fish and impress Mom. Oh, that sounds like fun. Yeah, Yukiko, what does she have to say on this on anything? Action, huh? Damn it. Well, I mean, that's to be expected. She performed horribly. Even though we were trying to go easy on her. But hey, the scenery's beautiful. Oh hey, are we gonna play some more? She's got the ball. Not the best hiding spot. Bum 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 bum. Shiori, yes, thank you. Yeah, please don't get lost again. Oh, that's cool. What? Taking the ball for a walk? Why? Oh, okay. Please elaborate. Yeah, I get it. Should name it, Tama. I guess that's a fine name, too. Don't eat it, though. You can't kick your pet like that. I know, right? That's not how you treat a pet at all. Love Renga. Excellent throw. Maybe we can imagine it's like an armadillo all rolled up. What are you thinking? Physics? I'm not sure to answer that. You know, gravity and inertia and all that. I don't know science. Don't ask me. Like if you were in space, it'd keep going, but we're not, so it doesn't. Air resistance. Ah, friction. That's the one. I couldn't think of the word. Masatsu. That's it. That's quite something. That is. That's not at all what that is. The words aren't even that similar. There you go. The best time to eat friction. She told you. Let's change the subject, yeah. Literally the exact opposite problem. Well, that's gravity. That I know for sure. No. Don't kick the earth around, please. What do you say to that? Yeah, it is a little bit bumpy. And big chasms and stuff. A very interesting discussion we're having here. But that is a good point. Like, there's not a lot of things that are perfectly round and smooth. I was not ready for this deep level of conversation. Can we go back to playing with the ball, please? Just getting random shots still. Thank you for ending the awkward silence. We're having deep philosophical discussions over here on it. Could you, help as best you can to stop it? Are we catching the fish? Good question. Oh, crabs. I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I don't remember what it was, though. Nice. So I guess these two are hanging out now? You just keep it under there? We should. Yeah, I remember when they were catching fish for that pond. Be careful. That mouth. Yes. He was doing that, I can vouch. Don't ask me, I wasn't sure either. She keeps saying filter media and something very different keeps coming to my mind. That seems simple enough. She just gets a huge rock. I know, I wouldn't have guessed that. How fancy. Then put in the water. It's like a, yeah, there's like a mountain. Glad to know I'm on the same page as this small child. Do we got like bubbles? Oh, oh wow, that actually is pretty cool. That is kind of awesome. They're being a little bit dramatic, but it's pretty cool. Okay, let's go. You know, the tank actually might be bigger than needed, but I know, right? She really demonstrated her skills this episode, this scene. Yeah, we would love to have you over. Okay. Don't say crab. Saw that come. Do not eat my pet, please. Episode just zooms on by, as it usually does. I'm still thinking about all the dead eyes we saw this episode. Just gonna drink some water. Okay. Did something good happen? I didn't know I was watching Monogatari. My senpai had entrance exams coming up. I don't know why I almost read that as experience exams. That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I guess we're getting into exams next episode. That sounds exciting. Okay, that was the 7th episode of the 3rd season of Non Non Biyori. And yeah, Parents' Day was the first thing we had this episode, which some people, you could say some people were more excited about that than others. You know, we have Renge and Hotaru, who are pretty good students. You know, the one scene we have Hotaru answering a question and she just looks behind herself, you know, just happy, beaming, you know, like, Mom, I did good, didn't I? Please praise me. I would like a head pat. You know, as soon as we get home, not in front of my friends because that'd be embarrassing. But you better give me head pats and stuff when I get home for being such a smart, good girl. I think that's what she was thinking, more or less. So, yeah, and Renge is obviously a good student. You know, she's maybe the best student there. I'm not quite sure, but I know she does pretty well. I mean, she's an easier grade, but still. So that's why it's kind of hard to compare them. It's a bit apples and oranges because they're all kind of at different levels. But in spite of that, I think we can all agree that Natsumi's not a great student. Probably at the bottom of that. And she also has one of the more mean mothers. You know, she can be pretty mean sometimes, right? So that was kind of the biggest concern, you know, and not only Natsumi was concerned about that, but also our teacher, because when a student doesn't do well, the teacher is one of the people that can be blamed for that. They do have the one phrase, there are no bad students, only bad teachers, which I don't think is entirely true, but it is a phrase that exists. There is some truth to it. So, you know, there's a bit of a concern there. So we like right out the gate, we just start to think of evil schemes like, hey, I'll just give you the answers ahead of time and all that, but that is straight up cheating. Like, no ambiguity about it. That is straight up cheating. So everyone else was just like giving them these dead judging eyes because yeah, you don't do that. That is not the kind of lessons you want to bestow upon your students, that it's okay to cheat when it's convenient for you, right? So luckily we put a stop to that pretty quick. Right, and you know, we actually did get Kaede to show up, which is pretty cool. She's pretty busy with her candy shop, so whenever she can pull herself away from her busy store, I appreciate it. You know, a chance for us to all hang out and have a good time together. And then they all like stand at the back of the class and just kind of watch the class as it happens, because that's essentially what this is. You know, give a chance for the parents to see how the students are doing in class. I've seen an anime before and visual novels, you know, before. So, but yeah, everyone did pretty well for the most part. Renge, Hotaru, nobody really had any issues. Just Natsume, right? Now, teachers just standing up there thinking, okay, Natsume, I'll give you the easiest thing I can think of. Like, what are you even good at? Like, what's your best subject? Like, what do I even do here? Do I give you like a single-digit times table question? That's kind of below your grade level, but you know, like you can handle it, right? Like, does that work? And then she I think she does 8 times 1, 8 times 2, and then starts to get tripped up on 8 times 3, which is not even that far into it, you know. But Renge, being at the lower grade level, she easily answers the question because she's getting kind of like antsy with the question just lingering in the air unanswered, and sometimes you just gotta answer it, right? So she did. So she kind of, I mean, helped in a way, because you know, that way she can just be like, hey, I was about to answer it, but you know, Renge did it already, so I guess I just didn't need to, even though in reality she didn't know the answer at all. And we got a couple of shots of Yukiko in the back just looking progressively more and more angry, but eventually shifting into a smile. But sometimes a smile is a good sign. It was not a good smile here. It was I've given up on this. There's no point in getting upset. I just going to just kind of deliver punishment later. You know, that's kind of the mode she shifted into, right? Okay, so I paused the recording real quick because I wanted to look up how Yukiko's name was written, but I couldn't find her character anywhere. Like, I checked MyAnimeLIst and AnimeList, and I don't see it. You know, even characters apparently don't really have names. Like, you know, Hotaru's mother is just Hotaru no Haha. You know, Hotaru no Chichi just Shiori no Chichi, Shiori no Haha. But I literally do not even see that character anywhere on here. I don't know why. Either I'm just really can't. I think she's like the only character that's not on here. It's kind of weird. So I guess we'll give up on that idea. But yeah, that's pretty much all to say about that scene. Then we had the stuff with Shiori, you know, Renge's new friend, and that was pretty cool. You know, we went out to go play with the ball, which seems like a pretty straightforward thing for kids to do. You know, hey, I threw the ball to you, yay! I threw the ball to you, yay! Now I'm gonna throw the ball back to you, yay! That's more or less how that goes, I think. But while we were doing that, suddenly Shiori's just stricken with a deep question, you know? Why did the ball stop rolling? And then we get into like physics and friction and stuff like that, and then Shiori doesn't understand because there's a different word that she misheard as a similar word as the Japanese word for friction, and that led to a bit of a misunderstanding. And then we went into roundness and stuff. Like, I don't even know what I'm supposed to say about this conversation, but It's just not the typical conversation I would imagine for people of their age group to discuss, so it was a little bit weird, but, you know, Renga's a weird girl in general, so you can't really put anything past her. So that's what we did. That was just such a weird scene. Like, there's really not much to say about it, it was just very weird. Might have been one of the weirdest scenes of the whole season. Eventually Natsume showed up, but yeah, the final scene we had between Natsume and Renga, we actually got a crab pet home setup thing, right? You know, so that, you know, in my opinion, that kind of counts as like science stuff, you know, because rocks and like I think their science went into putting that together. So I think Natsume should get some class credit for being able to put all that together, you know. And the teacher knows about it because they put it at her house, right? So I feel like she should get some credit for that in some form. In some form, right? I mean, I bet if she did that in front of her mother, did in class, she would have been a little bit impressed. Like, that's what the teacher could have done. She could have been like, hey, Natsume, put together a crab aquarium home fish tank thingy, and then she could go do that, and the mother would be like, wow, you really can do sciencey stuff. I think that would have been cool, but alas, it's not how things went. I was a little bit impressed by it. That's what matters. Like the whole waterfall thing, that was really cool. That was pretty cool. Not too much more to say on it, really, but it was a nice little scene between the two of them. I don't think they get one-on-one scenes too much, so I thought it was nice. Although, did we get some flashback stuff between them? I think we did, but I still appreciate it nonetheless. And next episode, we are getting exams of some sort, so that could be fun. Just having to study for exams. I mean, doesn't get much more exciting than that, right? So, we'll see how that goes. We will see. So, until then, bye-bye. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.